Hello to the judges of Louisiana Teacher of the Year competition. As an educator, I love what I do and teach, and I show my passion for building connections with my students. The more excited I am, the more excited my students will be. Today, I will be introducing the lesson my students are going to learn. All people have certain needs, but what are those needs and how important are they? In this lesson, students will be introduced to Maslow's hierarchy of needs and will explore how this hierarchy relates to the needs that human has, which is part of the unit A Lesson Before Dying. The objectives of the lesson are to prepare to read by answering the question, what makes us human? Read the article Maslow's hierarchy of needs and deepen understanding by answering questions. I created an interactive activity that would help my students get involved. It is set up to include reading and writing strategies to reinforce the concept of critical thinking to help improve their grades and scores. It also includes a hands-on activity using collage making and presentation to make the lesson interesting. All of these are aligned to the English language arts guidebooks and Learn Cillian lesson to ensure all students can read, understand, and express their understanding of complex grade level texts. The lesson Maslow hierarchy of needs would help students summarize the plot and analyze characters and theme of the unit A Lesson Before Dying. After reading and discussing our text-based lessons, students will discuss key concepts, cite text evidence to defend thinking, and apply concepts to comprehension activities. Lastly, before introducing the unit A Lesson Before Dying, I have invited a colleague. His name is Coach Roy Sarah. I invited Coach Sarah to come speak in front of my students about his personal present experience to impart and exhibit dignity and strength based on his prisoner's point of view of his lifetime. Coach Sarah and the protagonist in the novel, Grant Wiggins, who happens to be a teacher, has a similar perspective in life. Coach Sarah has regained his hope in humanity after serving time in jail, and his faith in his own ability to make a difference for his students is inspiring. He can pass his hard-won lesson on to his students and always display a positive attitude and influence in their lives. Good morning, everyone. So today is a Monday, and we have a brand new day, and of course, we have a brand new lesson. So, beginning today, we are going to talk about A Lesson Before Dying, but before we are going to read that long, beautiful story of A Lesson Before Dying, we have to know first what are our needs as a human being, okay? And with all voices. So please do not hesitate to share that. I know you guys have brilliant, smart answers. Okay, yes, Josh, what makes us human?
One thing that makes us human is that all humans sin.
Okay, that's really is a beautiful answer. Okay, is there anything that you can add to what just Josh said? Yes, Bethany.
What makes us human is mistakes.
Oh my God, it's really true. Are we perfect or we are not? Exactly. That's why we commit mistakes, right? And do you guys learn from the mistakes that you have? Okay. Now, if we commit mistakes, what do we do to better our personality to make us like a better human being? Learn from your mistakes. Very good. Okay, what else? What else do you have, Josie? Okay, can you make your voice louder? Very good. So if in case we are in a very hard time situation, we're able to comprehend. When you say comprehend, you're able to find solution to that problem, right? Okay, good job. Okay, how about my people over here? Can I please hear your voices on this side? Please. What makes us human being? I know Traylon has something at the back of his mind. Okay? Any volunteer? All right, so Today's focus will be on close reading activity. So you guys are going to perform the annotation. Make sure that you guys are able to read closely what's on that article. So the article is entitled Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. All you have to do is to identify what are those 5 levels of needs that we human beings need to actually determine. So I'm going to give you time. All right, so what is the first level? Yes, Alex?
Physiological needs: air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothes, and reproduction.
Very good. Yes, so those needs. All right, so after physiological needs, what's next? Yes, Adriana. Safety. So what do we have under safety?
Personal security, employment, resources, health, and property.
Yes, good job. Yes. Amira?
Love and belonging, friendship, intimacy, family, and sense of connection.
Very good. And then the fourth level.
Esteem, respect, self-esteem, status, recognition, strength, and freedom.
Good job. And all of needs that we have, Josie?
It's a self-actualization, to desire to be someone that the best person that you can be.
Very good. Awesome. Awesome.
Clothes to survive.
Uh-huh.
You need to stay warm. And you need food to survive so you don't die.
Right.
You need trees. And you need air so you can breathe. And shelter to live.
Okay.
Our class school was on esteem. Esteem is about people that have strengthened their self-confidence, bravery, and like just be like an influence to other people. We put some of these people because some of them are famous or like introduce some models that make people believe in themselves and reach their dreams.
Okay. Very good.
Alright, so we did love and belonging, and I say that we got the best sign out of all of them. But anyway, so you see them people on here? You see them? See that?
Uh-huh.
That's 2 people getting married, something. It's just love, like they feeling loved and belong. Like there's really nothing to it. It's-
Like they need each other.
Self-actualization and with all these people right here, most of them, are just regular people and they made themselves better by, they're either their jobs or their careers or, really anything. And they got like political people right here, and then they got a bunch of fashion women, making statements with their outfits. They got people of color, different ethnicities, that, they're outcasts, so they came into their life and now they're one of the most successful people ever. Yeah. That's our culture.
Okay, good job.
I just want to tell a story. Now, based on the story, I know you didn't read it yet. The lesson before dying. There is lessons that we learn throughout our lives. And this particular story, without giving away the story, this is a person who was, I guess, possibly caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. And we have it to judge ourselves. And sometimes people that's going through things help other people that's going through something else, and it relates. Well, unfortunately for me, I have I've been coaching and teaching since 1989, and I was just kind of speed up the story a little bit. Married my childhood sweetheart. We was together since we were 15 years old. There's one particular time that we went going to Indianapolis and coming back from Indianapolis, and I fell asleep on the road, had a head-on collision. She was ejected. She died. Another lady died in an accident. And one lady was injured bad. And unfortunately for me, I had marijuana in my system. So I had to end up going. I was never rode in a cop car, never been involved with the law. I had to end up saying, Coach, you're going to prison. I don't know how long, I don't know where, but you're going to prison. And here I am, I have to face this obstacle in life. I'm gonna lose my football team, I'm gonna lose my coaching career. So everybody, some people done wrote me off and said, Coach is done. Good man, sorry, so bad it happened to him, but he's done. So now here I am, I gotta get myself ready to go walk in prison. So I had to develop a way to walk in prison. So I graduate, get some GEDs in the prison system, and to come back, and then I had to work in the plants. So here I am, I said, man, what I'm gonna do with myself? That's all I've done is teach, coach. Now I gotta recreate myself. But you know, you could either feel sorry for yourself or you're gonna have to adjust. So I had to, life waits for no one, time waits for no one. Time, we have different times in our life, different chapters in our life, just like a book. If you read in the book, if you read Lessons to Die and you go from chapter 1 to chapter 23, skip, you're not gonna know what the book is about. And some chapters gonna be. Well, when I was in that, what was strange is, they sent me to Pine Prairie first of all. And guess who was in there? Most of my students. Now, you know, some guys that I taught and coached, man. So that was like, wow. You know, some of the guys was like, oh man, coach, man, you don't belong in here, man. You know, it hurted them to see me in there. So you know, my thing was, you know what? I'm gonna walk a different prison walk than they never seen before. You know.
Is there a particular time when you're proud of how you reacted to a certain situation?
Yeah, you know, like I said, this is I can't handle it. I'm not gonna try to handle this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you handle it. So however I felt like my mind was going, I felt that was God was showing me, and I just went with it like that, and I just, you know, I continued.
I believe my lesson had a profound impact on my students. The fact that I brought in a colleague in front of them who shared and explained his real life situation and related his experience to the unit A Lesson Before Dying by laying the foundation has really helped them build prior background knowledge about the lesson that we're about to learn in class. I noticed my students become attentive and interested when Coach Sarah started speaking from his heart about his life situation. I saw great responses from my students in this scenario as told by the third party. If I had to do something different, I would have asked my students to personally reflect on the lesson Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs by showing them a YouTube clip from the movie Up to illustrate how the needs are met throughout the story with various characters in the film. Also, I would have had suggested that students could come up with a reflection based on the knowledge they gained from Coach Sarah and how those words of wisdom have impacted their lives in a positive way. Lastly, I would have invited another person from the community with a different experience and perspective that relates to the unit A Lesson Before Dying. Overall, my students learned not to judge people by the color of their skin, their looks, their education, and even their status. After the lesson, I see my students get excited about what to learn for the next couple of weeks.